The sewing room has officially been turned upside down. It's covered in bags and boxes because I'm sorting out my Christmas decorations today, and they all came out of this cupboard here, which is why I had to move the garment rack. A ball even fell out. Like, I need to get my life together. I have Christmas decorations on my sewing table. There's a box here, box there, all this stuff. There's stuff behind this box, there's stuff all over the ground. There's even a box here. It's gonna be an interesting day because my sewing room is out of commission. While I'm in here sorting out stuff, I figured I'll just show you some of my DIYs that I did like since 2015. I've done all these things since 2015 and I have not changed out my Christmas decor since, and I'm gonna try to reuse them this year for the last time. This was actually our wreath and I took it apart last night. I'll see if I can find a picture from since 2015 to show you the wreath that we made. It had a silver W for our surname in the middle of the wreath, and then we had very small, actually we had a mixture of big and small Christmas balls around it. But the wreath has been getting squashed in boxes for the last 4 years and also the glitter on the balls started changing color. This bag here is actually full of garbage, stuff that I took out the boxes that I know I'm never going to use again, stuff that got too squashed and I can't be bothered to try to repair. So this, I think I'm going to use this garland on the TV stand. This is a little baby Jesus in a manger, and I have another one right here. It's just popsicle sticks that are glued together. I'm trying to do this one-handed. And then the tool is wrapped and tied, and this is just a Christmas ball that I took the top off of. So that's another DIY. These are 2 silver Christmas trees I made from pipe cleaners, but they're currently intertwined, so I have to try to disconnect those. This box has in lights and stockings. Hey, I just found another ball. Garbage, balls. And these are my favorite DIYs, hands down, from 2015. This is the female there, this is the male there. It is just glitter foam. I have my double-sided tape on the box. I've just put some wax paper just to keep the tape so that I can reuse it this year. I cut out the shape of a reindeer and I stuck a ball as the nose. This one is coming off, so I need to repair him because I am going to use these this year for the last time. If you can see, some of the glitter is coming off. So this is the last year, and then I think I'm gonna remake them because I love them so much. This is the female one. So she has a bow and she has eyelashes. They're just so cute. Don't know yet where I'm going to put those because we haven't used these in this apartment yet. I've been sorting out lights, stones. I found this little tiny tree. This back here is my tool tree, which is another DIY that I did in 2015. The stand on top is just glitter foam. The base is pipe cleaners and it's layers of tulle with pearl beads as Christmas balls, and that is going to go on the dining table. Here I found my extra roll of tulle. Don't know yet if I'm going to need it. This is a Christmas tree skirt I found. This is Christmas tree skirt that I made from this faux llama fur. I think I'm going to layer them because they're both really thin. So if I put this one on top of this other one, maybe it'll give it some more body. I found extra felt and foam, which I'm not going to use, so I'm going to pack those away for next year. This bag here and this bag here are stuff that I found in the Christmas boxes that should actually be in my craft box. And these two, one that is my craft box and the other one has in sewing scraps. And I actually forgot to buy batting and stuffing for my pillow. So I'm hoping that between these two, I can find some sort of batting at least, so I could start the quilting, and then I'll have to go and purchase the stuffing for the pillow. Here's a little look inside my craft box. I actually need this, my glue gun. I don't think I'm gonna need any glue sticks, but hey, take it just in case. And it has all kind of random stuff. Yes, these are cereal box covers. Cardstock. This is a jewelry making kit. There's flowers in there. There's lots of thread and glue, glitter, all sorts of random stuff. Lots of beads. That's a circle punch, chalk. This box is all over the place. I actually need to sort this out because I am sure there's stuff in here that I'm gonna throw away. That's more glitter. That's a balloon pump. There's even tracing paper, as in sewing tracing paper, in my craft box. Now this is the sewing box that has in all sorts of randoms. A lot of netting. That's the swimsuit that needed to be altered. These are paper plates. There's an old belt there. I see another swimsuit. This was the pajama pants. This is the bra that I stuffed my mannequin in. This is the plastic that I put over my mannequin if I'm using glue. There's a lot of fabric. A lot of fabric. Stuff from when I was making bags. Stuff from when I went to a sewing class. And I am not seeing any batting. Found some batting, but it's definitely not enough to do my pillow, so I'm still behind on my pillow. While we're in the sewing room, I thought I'd let you know that I've been ripping out the hem of the skirt. I still have to do this one last piece because I'm going to tape it in the sides, and then I think I'm actually only going to do like a 1/2 inch hem, because after I styled it for the photo shoot, I realized that I like it a little bit longer and just a little bit more pencil shaped. This was one of my favorite DIYs, but as you can see, Santa's bed has been ripped off. I actually just ripped it off because I want to glue it back on since it was falling off. It's just a mason jar. This is literally a piece of shiny metallic cardstock in here. That is a glitter felt and glitter foam that made the belt. They're covered in cotton because cotton is what you use to make the beard. So I have to glue this back on all around, and I guess I'll do it on camera so you guys can see. So I've made this since 2015, and I usually put a candle in it, and I'm either gonna put it on the TV stand or somewhere around in the living room. Okay, so I'm going to repair my Santa candle holder. My glue gun is just about hot. It's currently leaking. This is an old napkin I'm never going to use again, so this is all the cotton that I pulled off. I'm hoping this is enough because I only found 3 extra cotton balls in my cupboard, so I'm going to try to get this cotton stuck on. First, I think I'm going to pull off this excess cotton that is still stuck on here, just so I have a cleaner area to work with. This is so old that the lid is starting to rust, but like I said, this is probably the last year I'm using these things, and then for next year I'm going to get back into my crafting and make some new decorations. Okay, so while I'm here doing this, I thought I would have a little chat about something that happened Remember in the last, not the last video, but the one before that, when we went fishing and I said that a little boy almost destroyed my rod, I wanted to share something that happened that day. We were walking into the beach to get ready to fish, and the little boy was actually bathing in the hot pot with his family. So he saw us and he got really excited and ran over to us saying, oh, you know, he really loves to go fishing with his grandfather, and this is the first time he's ever seen anybody fishing down here. And he asked if he could use the rods. He was really excited. He was very manly. He called us mom and sir, because here in Barbados you call your teachers mom and sir. So he saw us as older people, I guess. So he was very respectful. I thought it was going to go really well. But then he started pulling away my rod and saying like, Mom, you sure you want to go fishing? Like, fish just pull hard. And I immediately started to pick up that he found it strange that a woman would go fishing, because not once did he trouble hubby's rod. He was pulling at my rod for the entire time, insisting that he knows tricks and saying that he wanted to show me these tricks. And this little boy actually pulled the rod from me, my rod. He actually pulled it out of my hand, insisting that he was going to show tricks, saying that he had experience. I was like, you sure you know how to use this rod? And he was basically asking me the same question back. He was like, you sure you know about this? And meanwhile, hubby's over there fishing, having a blast, and this little boy is just harassing me. So I'm like, why is he not harassing my husband? Why is he only harassing me? And he just kept repeating, Mom, you sure about this? You sure about this? Fish does pull hard, fish will pull it down, whatever. So, and this boy was about, I want to say 10, maybe 10, 11. And from that age, he, woo, yes, that was a hot boo burn. From that age, he already has the mentality that certain things are for men only. Women are not able to do certain things because they're too weak. And it's just sad that in 2019, children are still growing up with this mentality. Both Abby and I were really amazed, because we thought that the world was over this in 2019, essentially. But obviously, that's not the case. I keep burning myself. I burnt myself and then the cotton stuck to me. This isn't going so well. As usual, when you're doing things off camera, it goes brilliantly. But the minute you turn the camera on and press record, it goes downhill. Honestly. I mean, hot glue is probably not the best thing to use, considering I'm working with very thin, fragile cotton that has already been ripped apart. It would have probably been easier to use a glue stick. This is what I had on hand, so this is what we're working with. So basically, I'm just spreading out the cotton to make it look somewhat even. My aim when I'm finished doing this is to not touch it, so I don't want anything falling off. I'm just going to rest it in its place and leave it until Christmas is over. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to touch it though, because I'm going to put a battery operated light inside, which means every night I have to go in and take out the light. And that looks good to me. Yes, I'm happy with that. He's all repaired. So I didn't get to finish up my story because I got distracted repairing the Santa candle holder. But what ended up happening was that the boy literally hauled the rod from me, insisting that basically he could do it better than I can. And he tangled up my entire line. And while my line was tangled, I saw the huge school of fish jumping past me and I could do nothing. I just had to watch them pass. And then when he realized how badly the line was tangled, he ran off quickly. I guess he thought he was gonna get in trouble. So he ran off and I was left there struggling with the tangled line. I ended up getting hooked in my thumb, just like my dad, except it wasn't that bad. It didn't pass the part of the hook where the barb was, so luckily I was just able to pull the hook out, and it bled a lot, but I'm fine. Thankfully I'm fine. It could have been worse. So yeah, this little boy thought that because I'm a woman I can't fish and he can do it better than I did, but really and truly he had no idea what he was doing. And he basically messed up my whole rod. Yeah, and then do you guys remember that I said that we had a different fishing spot before, but it was taken over by fishermen? Now I don't have a problem being around fishermen. The problem is that they were so disrespectful. They had like a band leader, so there was like the alpha male leading the pack, and he was in front, and I was fishing, trying to get a bait fish in a huge school of bait fish that was passing, and so I was using my rod, of course. So he passes with a line and basically starts pushing me, and he's like, lady, 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 look why walking with here, look why walking with here, lady. I was like, hold on a second, I'm here fishing in the school of bait fish, right? You came out of nowhere, met me here, and you're pushing me away, basically telling me this is your fish and I should leave. So I refused to move, of course. And then obviously, since he casted his line in the same place where my rod was casted, the lines ended up hooking up, his line popped, he hollered out, and the fish swam away. Neither of us got any fish, and of course I was blamed. And I really had to hold my tongue that day, because it was like a group of men and I just didn't want to get an argument with a group of men. I went and sat on the sand until hubby came back up from where he was, and then we left. And since then, once we see them around, we would not fish there, just to avoid conflict and confrontation. The point is, in 2019, these men are out here basically telling me that I cannot fish. But one of these fine days, I am going to reel in a very big fish in front of all of them and prove a point that I can do anything I want to do. And being a female means nothing. Actually, being a female means everything. I can do whatever I want, and being a female does not stop me from doing anything. It doesn't make me weak in any way. If I feel like building a table, I could build a table all by myself. Everything is just a learning process. So I learned how to fish, and I'm going to keep doing it, and no man is going to come and tell me to move or get out of his way. And the next time I see that little boy, if I ever see him again, I'm going to have a little chat with him, and he will not be pulling my rod from me again. One of the things is that I'm too nice and I try as much as possible to avoid conflict, because I know that I emotionally cannot handle conflict. Like, I would end up breaking down and the person gone about the business. Happy-go-lucky. So yes, that is just a little story time of my experiences fishing as a woman. Anyway guys, now that my mess behind here is all cleaned up and my Santa Man candle holder is repaired, I think I have everything in order, but I still think I need to pick up just 2 more things, and I also need to pick up the stuffing and the batting for my pillow. Hopefully I get those tonight. I can do my pillow tomorrow, so that when I put out my decorations, the pillow could go out the same time. I don't know, I may be pushing it, but that is the plan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As usual, I link the playlist in case you missed 1 or 2 of my videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.